Yes! Come on, Ziggs. You know you want it. It's a free blue. Oh shit. And a free red. If you just... Oh no! About a week ago, I got to go out to dinner to my favorite Mexican restaurant of all time in Cincinnati with my mother, as we caught up a little bit on what's been going on with my family recently. We talked about all sorts of things, but we actually had a really interesting discussion with regards to my little brother. He's going to be a sophomore in high school this upcoming year and is planning on taking a lot of AP classes, honors classes, and classes that he's going to earn some college credit for. With all of that, though, comes this huge workload and a ton of homework, so he's not going to have as much time to experience his childhood, I guess. My mother actually tried to talk him out of taking so many honors classes so he could maybe just take a few of them and then have more time to hang out with friends rather than worrying about schoolwork. I was the complete opposite in high school. I just scooted by trying to get the bare minimum grades to pass everything so I could play as many video games as possible. Anyway, he said no and insisted on taking all of these really smart classes that are a few grades ahead of him, at which point my mother said she thought he was gonna do it because he's a little bit of a competitive person. I said, "What are you talking about? He's not competitive at all. He's such a sore loser." Where she said, "Exactly, I know." You see, the thing you gotta understand about my little brother is he is a really sore loser sometimes. I mean, God help you, if you beat him in a board game or video game or anything, really. He'll throw a fit, he'll throw things around, break stuff, call you a cheater, cuss you out, he'll try to start a fight. I mean, he can be crazy. My mother thought that because he hates losing, that must mean he always wants to win, and if he always wants to win, then naturally he must be a competitive person. But I disagreed and told her there's a pretty distinct line between someone being a competitive person and someone just being a sore loser. If someone's a sore loser, then when they lose, they just sort of want to quit. They don't like the idea of someone else being better than them. They'll accuse others of cheating, get angry, break things. But I think competitive people actually secretly like the idea of losing. Not in a tournament setting or anything. Bjergsen has shown how that goes over.
Oh yeah.
We're all friends here in the LCS. We don't hate their fucking guts.
Kappa.
But when practicing or looking for ways to improve, the idea of someone being better than you is a little bit thrilling. A competitive person is always looking for a new challenge, and they always want to see how far they can push themselves and the game that they play. So people with that sort of drive will actively look to find others who are better than them, just so they can play against them over and over and lose over and over, seeing what else there is out there and how they can use it to improve themselves. In League, a normal person may play 1 or 2 games a day, maybe lose if they have a frustrating experience, or play a little more or less depending on it. A sore loser might punch a hole in his weak-ass wall if he loses. But a competitive player will always hit play again and continue moving forward no matter what the outcome. If they win, then they can play again, hoping to win again and see how high they can get on the competitive ladder. But if they lose, then that means there's more room for improvement. There's more tactics and discoveries for them to make as they continue onwards, working towards hitting that next level of play. Competitive people are always on an unending quest for self-improvement as they see how far they can push themselves and the game that they love to devote their time to.